We live in this world that's just obsessed with being perfect, right? Everything has to be polished and flawless. But what if there's another way? Well, there is. It's a beautiful Japanese philosophy, and today we're diving into the art of wabi sabi.
So let me ask you this, and I want you to really think about it for a sec. With all the filters we use, all the perfectly staged photos, this constant kind of exhausting chase for flawlessness, what if we're totally missing the point? What if the real beauty is in all the little things we're trying so hard to hide?
And boom, this quote right here, it just nails it. This is the very heart of wabi sabi. It's this idea that beauty isn't some, perfect endpoint you finally arrive at. Nope, it's found in the journey itself, in aging, in changing, and yeah, even in the breaking.
Okay, so what is wabi sabi really? I bet you've probably heard the term thrown around, maybe with interior design or something, but trust me, it is so much more than just a style. It's a whole worldview. It's a completely different lens for looking at, well, everything.
If you boil it all down, wabi sabi is about one simple but huge idea: accepting that nothing lasts forever and nothing's perfect. It's a philosophy that puts real and authentic on a pedestal, way above artificially flawless. You could almost think of it as this quiet little rebellion against all the mass-produced, shiny stuff out there. And it brings such a sense of peace to our crazy, fast-paced world. And what's super interesting is that the word itself actually breaks into two parts. First, you've got wabi. Think of it as this rustic simplicity, a real quietness. It's the kind of beauty you find in minimalism, in being humble. Then there's sabi. And sabi, oh, that's all about the beauty that only comes with age. Like the patina on old metal or the worn spots on a wooden table. It's the story an object carries. Put them together and you get this incredible, lived-in, truly authentic sense of beauty.
All right, so we get the philosophy, right? But how does this actually look in real life, like in our own homes? Well, it all boils down to a few key guiding principles that take this big idea and make it something you can actually see and feel. Okay, principle number 1, and this is the big one: embracing imperfection. Seriously. Instead of looking at a crack or a chip and thinking, oh, that's a flaw, I need to fix that, you start to see it as a mark of character, a unique detail that makes it one of a kind. And let me tell you, there's such a sense of freedom in that. And you see this in the simplest things. Like picture a handmade mug, where the glaze is a little uneven, or a wooden table where you can see every single knot and grain. Even just the way linen curtains wrinkle naturally. See, those aren't defects. In the world of wabi sabi, those are the exact things that make it beautiful.
Principle 2 is all about the materials you bring into your life. The focus here is on stuff that comes from the earth, and this is key, things that actually get better as they get older. It's a really sustainable idea when you think about it, choosing things that last and grow with you. I love this phrase, they don't wear out, they wear in.
So what are we talking about? Things like raw, unfinished wood, clay, stone, natural fabrics like linen and cotton, and of course, handmade pottery. Every single one of these things is going to change over time. It's going to develop its own unique character, its own warmth that tells the story of how it's been a part of your life.
All right, next up, minimalism. But hold on, we're not talking about that cold, sterile, don't touch anything kind of minimalism. No, wabi-sabi minimalism is way more gentle. It's about creating these uncluttered spaces that just feel open and calm. It gives your things, and way more importantly, your mind, room to breathe. It's about carving out a little stillness in this super noisy world.
And the colors? Well, it's probably no surprise that the palette is straight from the natural world. Just imagine the colors you'd see on a walk in the woods or on a quiet, pebbly beach. These are colors that feel grounding. They create this timeless, peaceful vibe. So we're looking at things like warm grays, soft browns, those muted greens, earthy tones like clay and terracotta. None of these colors are screaming for your attention. They just create this beautiful, serene backdrop for your life to unfold against. They really encourage you to be a little more quiet and reflective.
And last but not least, let's talk about the decor itself. In a wabi-sabi home, you're just not going to find shelves packed with, meaningless stuff. The whole idea is to choose fewer things, but better things. Pieces that actually mean something to you. Every single item either has a real purpose or it carries some kind of emotional story.
Okay, so you might be thinking, this sounds great, but where do I even start? Well, how can you actually bring this feeling into your own space? It's way simpler than it sounds. Let's just walk through a quick little guide to get you going.
So step 1, start choosing natural materials. And don't be afraid of the imperfect ones. Step 2,
Stick to that soft, earthy color palette we were just talking about. Step 3. Time to let go of some clutter. Gently. Just keep the things that you either really need or truly love. Step 4. Instead of a lot of stuff, display just a few meaningful pieces. A single flower in a vase, that one special ceramic bowl. And finally, step 5, and this might be the most important one, start to appreciate age. See the scratches, the wear and tear, not as flaws, but as character.
As we're wrapping up here, it's so important to remember this is about so much more than just decorating your house. Wabi Sabi, it isn't a style you can just go out and buy. It's a mindset. It's something you cultivate. It's really just a gentle reminder to slow down, take a breath, and appreciate life exactly as it is, imperfections and all.
So if there's just one thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. Authenticity is always, always more meaningful than perfection. What's real, what has a story, that's where the good stuff is. And that really leaves us with one last question to think about. I want you to look beyond your home for a second. Think about your work, your relationships, even how you think about yourself. Where in your life could you use a little more wabi-sabi? Where could you let go of that need to be perfect and just embrace the beautiful, the authentic, and the imperfect?